Hey everyone, it's Anna. Thanks for visiting me at my channel today. I thought we could sit down and make a card together, so I pulled out some supplies, and maybe you, if you have some similar supplies, you can sit down and make a card as well. And I also wanted to hop on and remind you that at the end of April, Impression Obsession is no longer going to be selling their individual rubber stamps. That includes cling mounted stamps and wood mounted stamps. So if you have any stamps on your wish list and you want to pick them up, this would be the month to do so. And just a reminder too that they're offering a 20% discount on orders. So use the coupon code 2022 when you check out, and that'll take 20% off your order. And I pulled out a few just to remind you of some of the cute ones that they have. So if you are a gingerbread lover and you don't have these yet, you might want to pick these up. You can choose cling mounted or wood mounted. These are the wood mounted ones that I have. This is, let's see, Gingerbread Boy, D4271. And then this one is Gingerbread Girl, D4270. So those are really cute. And then also they have these two as well, which I really love. And these are in the Serendipity stamp line, but it's SS941 Gingerbread Girl and SS940-E Gingerbread Boy. So both of them have an E at the end. SS941E and SS940E. So you can see that there. Gingerbread Boy and Girl. So, and then they have other gingerbread options as well if you just search for gingerbread, or you can search for cookie. You know, search for all kinds of things to see what kind of comes up in your searches. But these are super, super cute. A couple others I pulled out just to remind you of. This is a mason jar. I think I showed this one in my previous video where I was browsing the website with you, but this is the mason jar. And then this is the bouquet of flowers that I said in that video that looks so beautiful with this jar. So if you were to mask it and stamp those stems down inside, or you don't even have to mask it because you can let the stems be seen down in there. But this is that bouquet, and it's called Wildflower Bouquet. And the number is SS1306F. So, and then the mason jar is SS1307D mason jar. So those are two good ones to get in your stash if you don't already have them. And then of course a fan favorite is this one, and this is one of my absolute favorite stamps as well. This one is called Rose Gardening Bibs. So you might think of searching for overalls, but you wouldn't find it that way. So search for Rose Gardening Bibs, or that number is E6049. So there's that one as well. And then this is another one of my favorites. I've had this for years and years. This one is F6673 Freshly Picked. So it's a really beautiful daisy stamp, and there's a rose in here and some little additional flowers there too, so really cute. So anyway, those are the ones I pulled out just to remind you about today. So be sure you check out the Impression Obsession website. I'll put some links down below for you. So let's go ahead and make a card. One of the things that they have is they have a clearance section and a sale section on their website too, and they have some dies that are on sale. This die is 50% off right now, so its price right now during the sale is $5. And then this one, Butterfly 1, this one's called Branch, by the way. This one's called Butterfly 1, and this die is currently $8.50 at 50% off. So I thought I would use these and make a card with them. I also already cut a piece of cardstock. This is like a, I don't know, sage colored cardstock from Stampin' Up. An old color. And then I cut a piece of watercolor paper. This is just Fabriano student grade watercolor paper, and it will work just fine. I've also die cut some of those pieces. I've die cut 3 pieces of the branch. I die cut it in that sage green, and then I die cut it twice in some heavyweight white cardstock. And then I die cut that butterfly in a beautiful gold foil cardstock that has a little bit of texture to it. So I think this looks really beautiful in gold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of the Impression Obsession ink, and I'm going to use a blender brush, and I'm going to just kind of ink a circle here in the middle of this watercolor paper. So just really lightly start inking a circle. And these are just inexpensive blender brushes I picked up on Amazon. So I've been asked before if I can tell the difference between brands, and I can a little bit. I can tell a difference between the ones that have this clear fibers versus the ones that have the brown fibers like this one. These just seem like they're a little more densely packed than these, but they seem to work. They seem to work similarly enough. So, and I think this is a really pretty blue. What color is this? This is the color Sea Glass. Sea Glass. And their ink is a hybrid ink. So it won't necessarily react with water like Distress ink, like a full dye ink will. But I just want to get like a nicely blended circle there in the middle of my cardstock. And if you happen to hear any crashes or anything like that, we have a storm going on right now, and it is really windy and stuff keeps blowing into the house. So if you hear something, that's what it is. Then I'm going to take this color of ink as well. This one's called Blue Spruce, and this is a gorgeous color. And I am going to take my favorite French handwriting stamp. This is one of the Impression Obsession stamps that's being retired as well. I'm going to go ahead and turn my card over. I'm going to ink up my stamp here. And I'm going to stamp this off so it's not quite full ink on the other side. And I'm going to turn this over. I think I like this direction the best. I'm going to stamp this right here towards the bottom. Just like that. All right. Next, what I'm going to do is kind of place my butterfly here towards the center of my design. And I'm going to use some glue to do that, to adhere it down. And I'm just going to put glue around the body. My glue is stopped up. So just going to dab a little bit of glue right around there. And I'm just going to stick this down just like this. Okay, and that way my wings of the butterfly can still be lifted, and you get lots of dimension that way. All right, so next what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these little branches, die cuts here, and I'm going to tuck them up under my butterfly. But first, because this stem is so long, see if I tucked it in here like this, that stem would be so long it would make the branch stick way up above the card. So I'm just going to take my scissors here and snip this down a little bit. And that way when I tuck it in there, it doesn't have to tuck, the stem doesn't have to tuck down so far. I'm going to add a little bit of glue here to the back side of the leaves. Like that. And that way I can tuck this right down inside here. Just like that. All right, I'm going to do the same thing with this white one. I'm going to cut down the stem a little bit and tuck it down underneath my butterfly. See, that noise was something hitting the house. Scary. Just like this. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to cut that stem down. I'm going to add this white one up here to the top by the green. Jiminy Christmas, that's so loud. Add some glue, a little smiley face. I'm going to pick up my butterfly. and add that leaf. Oops, looks like I got glue on my butterfly antenna. Oh, I tell you, that's driving me crazy hitting the house like that. All right, so there's that. Now I'm going to add some faux stitching here as well. So I'm going to add it a little bit here in the corner and a little bit here. And then I'm going to go around the bottom here just a little bit. And maybe a little bit here on the top side. And here. So it doesn't have to be everywhere, but just little bits of it here and there I think are fun. And then I can go ahead and adhere this to my card. I'm going to go ahead and fold this. And adhere it right down here. I use some of my white glue. Adhere that right down just like that. I think that looks so beautiful. The other thing you could do is you could splatter some watercolor behind here before you adhere the butterfly and the branches. You can add some polka dots with some watercolor. That's really cute as well. And you could actually snip these off so that they're flush with the top edge of the card. I think I'm going to leave mine just like that. I'll just have to mail it in a slightly larger envelope, but that's no problem at all. So now that butterfly's wings can flop up and be all pretty, and that gold paper looks really beautiful. So that's my card today. Thanks so much for joining me. And again, pop over to the Impression Obsession website. You'll want to make sure that you pick up any stamps you want as well. So thanks for joining me on this quick card, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!